How you doing, guys? I really wanted to come on here and do another video for you guys because some crazy stuff is happening. Thank you to all of you who have supported me through my podcast this week where I shared my journey with ayahuasca and psilocybin. Like I said, when I finished the ceremony with ayahuasca, I did hear her say that although the ceremony is over, your journey is only beginning. And this is definitely true. Last night, this is what's so amazing. For the last few years, my visions through my meditation have not been at the level that they were during like 2016, 17, 18, where I would just have like literally almost psychedelic-like meditations. This was very normal for me. And I kind of just wasn't able to access those visions in the last few years in that same intensity. And last night I decided, for the first time since my psilocybin journey on Friday last week, to do a meditation because there's just been so much going on. Like my body has needed to rest a lot, but then there's also things that I need to get done for work. And so it's been kind of like this back and forth of, okay, let me do some work, and then, okay, let me just take care of myself. And I really felt called to go into meditation last night, and I went places. The stuff that I saw, the messages that I got were just all piggybacking on everything that I've shared in the podcast. And for those of you in my alchemy group, your meditation is coming out and it is going to be inspired by something I experienced last night. It was wild. I'm really realizing one of my breakthroughs has been understanding how much I won't allow myself to receive more than I'm used to. And that even though my conscious mind wants me to receive more, and my value system is like, no, I know I'm worth more. What I discovered through this journey is that I actually shut things down because I get overwhelmed from how much it feels like coming towards me. Like it's the sensories, it's the emotions, it's like all of the energy starts to build up more. Obviously, when things are more abundant, there's a lot more energy coming in, right? And I don't know how to handle that, or at least that was my thinking. And I've been able to step back and see how I do this all the time, in where I'm like, you know what, I just can't handle this right now. I can't handle this right now. And then I just shut it down. I'm like, I step away. And I don't realize how that's affecting me being able to receive things that are meant for me and I've been trying to pull in, and then I sabotage it through this, I can't handle it. It's too much. And so one of the things I want to share with you guys, and to maybe ponder in your own life and your own patterns, is this something that's coming up for you where you really want something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new job or a mission that's on purpose with what your heart is, or maybe it's just a new home or a new location, or I don't know, it could be anything. It could be anything. But whatever it is that you're wanting in your life, whenever you're trying to go for something that's a little bit more than what you're used to, do you ever get overwhelmed by the emotions? Does it ever get a little too intense? And you may get even anxious. It causes maybe some anxiety. And you're like, let me just step away for a second. And you don't allow yourself to actually receive those energies coming in because the ego starts to misinterpret it as anxiety or overwhelm that's going to hurt you or cause you some kind of discomfort. Okay, at the very least discomfort, if not maybe pain, who knows? This has been something that's been a huge part of my breakthrough. And I am now, because I'm so aware of it, I am having to have conversations with myself throughout the entire day saying, no, I can handle this. No, this is good. And not only can I handle this, I am handling this. Bring it on. Let's do it. I'm going to feel it. And that's another thing. As someone who, I've always seen myself as someone who's deeply emotional, and wants to connect. But at the same time, there's a contradiction there where like, oh, it's too much. No, 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 no. Can't feel that. Can't feel that. And it's like sometimes I allow for it, but not all the time. And when I really need it, I think I shut it down. So this is something we need to be aware of in how we're able to receive things, whether it's our dreams coming true, allowing something to come together that you've been working so hard on. Really pay attention to the subtle energies of where you may shut down because the energy feels too much. The emotions feel too much. You might start to get overwhelmed. You're not ready. Let me just take a break. Think about that. Really allow that to kind of sit with you because this is starting to change the whole game for me. I didn't realize how prominent this was. And now because it's in my awareness, I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing it like throughout the day several times. So something to consider because, as I said back in January, my prediction was this was going to be a year of breakdowns, breakthroughs, and death. And I have experienced all of that in the last week and a half. All of it. Breakdowns, breakthroughs, and a complete death and rebirth of myself. Some of you were saying that in the live chat on the podcast, and you nailed it. You nailed it. I do. I feel completely reborn. I am not the same person today than I was when I started my ayahuasca journey. There's been so much death of an old part of me that I don't even know who that is anymore. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm needing to take a little bit of downtime too when I'm processing is there is got to be on some level some sort of grief for that loss of me and just allowing that to process through and understanding that it's no longer needed. Like it's okay to let go. It's just, I've been doing this for 25 years. It never ceases to amaze me what's around the corner. Just when you think you've seen it all, just when you think you've gone as deep as you can possibly go, something comes around and completely proves you wrong. And I love it. I love being proved wrong in these kind of instances. Like, bring it on, bring more. I want more. So, we've got to allow for that breakdown to happen, to have that breakthrough. And sometimes that breakdown doesn't necessarily mean it's like a fall to your knees on the floor kind of purge cry, like letting it all go kind of thing. Sometimes we actually have to let the old parts of ourselves break down. And then maybe they're not going to happen all at once. It's going to be in a bit of a process. And I think that's kind of like what's happening with me. Some things were a total like let go and other things are just breaking down slowly. And part of this is my awareness of knowing, okay, I'm going to stay. I'm going to receive. I'm not going to like run away. I'm not going to like say it's too much. I can handle it and I am handling it and I will continue to handle it. I've got this. It's really cool. I am loving all this insight. Oh man. And I don't know what dimension I went to in my meditation yesterday, where I went, but it was magical. It was magical. And that's what you guys are going to get in your alchemy meditation this month. So just be ready. I'm going to start working on it tomorrow. Guys, I love you. And of course, if you're not in alchemy, you'd like to join us, please do. The links are all in the description below. If any of you guys need guidance, like if you've been feeling triggered from something that I've been talking about, like you're like, you know what? I am seeing this or whatever. And you need some help guiding your way through it. Just know I'm here for you. I get it. Trust me. I'm so glad that I had Luis there to hold my hand through it, to guide me, to talk to me. It helped me process stuff. And of course, as I am learning, I don't need to be alone anymore, and neither do you. So lean on whoever is your support system. And if you need me, I'm here. All links to book a session with me are below. Guys, I love you so much. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll be back with you guys really soon.